the things I want to do. I can't keep putting them off and expect someday to get them done. Whatever it happens to be, you know, whether it's recreational things that I want to do, whether it's important things, like reestablishing a relationship with a long-lost friend, or whatever it is, I've got to get on with it. I've got to get doing it. And so for me, that was the lesson, the most basic lesson for me, to get on with it. I don't have an infinite amount of time now. The leukemia may not ever kill me. But I know that my time here is limited, as is everyone else's. But the gift was that, for me, in that diagnosis. The drug that I take keeps this condition in perfect remission, and has for 6 years. And I'm very grateful for that. I actually just last Tuesday saw my oncologist again for my four-month visit, and everything is perfect. All my blood counts, everything is right where it should be. So I had heard about this idea that dis-ease, or you know, the aftermath of an accident or whatever, all has a message, a golden nugget, if you will, some benefit. But I really didn't know that it would ever apply to me until that day, many months since. I didn't get it that day. I didn't get the message that day. It came many months later. You know, there's a process that everyone goes through who's been given a life-threatening diagnosis, and some of you in this room may know about that process, that you first resist, and then you have feelings of anger and frustration and disappointment and all of those things, and you might even lash out at yourself and others for your condition being the way it is. But eventually, if you stick with the process and don't make an attempt to interfere with it, that you will get to the point where you will embrace that dis-ease as being something helpful in your life. And that's where I am now. I went through all the rest of those I went through all that. Depression, I was there. So I understand now, and so I can talk to people who are going through that. I volunteer at Hope Spring, the Cancer Support Center in Waterloo. And I got involved with them a year and a half or so after I was diagnosed with leukemia, and they helped me a lot, and so I'm volunteering one evening a month there. And I can understand now what people are going through. I have some first-hand experience. I have some credibility. People know that I've been where they are. People who have come in there with new diagnoses, I can help them with, and because I've been where they are. And there's other volunteers there that are in the same position as me. So, yeah. On the surface, it doesn't seem reasonable that an accident, injuries, or a disease, especially if it's life-threatening or a fatal injury, could be a blessing, but it always is, and I believe that now. Anybody else?
I like what you said, more kind of